Hi all, my name is Brandon Kearse. I'm a fifth-year senior in mechanical engineering here at Georgia Tech. This is the Georgia Tech Ramblin Wreck, Georgia Tech's official mascot, and I am the driver for the 2008 calendar year. Let me show you around the car. So the Ramblin Wreck is a 1930 Ford Model A Sport Coupe. It's been with Georgia Tech since 1961. It took its current shape and form in the mid-1970s under the reign of Coach Bobby Dodd. We'll take a look under the hood. The Ramblin Wreck is powered by an original Model A engine. It's a 3.3-liter L-head four-cylinder that put out about 40 horsepower new. It's basically the only thing not really original Model A on the car is that we have an alternator instead of the original generator because it's much more reliable that way. All right, now we can start washing. There's a lot more work that goes on behind the scenes than just what happens on game day. It's kind of my responsibility throughout the year to supervise the maintenance of the car, make sure it's getting everything it needs. Change the oil, change the spark plugs, change the fluids, and do all the routine maintenance. It's a pretty humbling experience to know that you're driving around a car that's pretty much priceless on a daily basis. I can honestly say it's the most rewarding thing I've ever done. You know, for a 1930 Ford, it drives surprisingly well.
Each Georgia Tech football weekend is a highlight for Brandon and past Wreck drivers, but none is more rewarding or eventful than the Yellow Jackets' unique brand of homecoming.
It's really exciting to get to drive around the Ramblin Wreck because it's people just smile and wave every time you honk the horn, and alumni in particular get really excited about it. So no matter if I'm having a good or a bad day, if I get out and I'm driving around in the car, it makes me feel better just because knowing it makes everybody else feel better. A lot of people will touch it for good luck, but freshmen actually aren't allowed to touch the car because the rumor has it that if a freshman touches the car, not only will that freshman not graduate, but will lose to Georgia that year. You know, just kind of give it gas as you let off the clutch. And then right about there, 10 miles an hour is kind of the shift speed if you're going slowly.
Can I drive tomorrow?
No. All right. We're actually gonna go get gas. Normally when I pull up at gas stations, people give me a lot of funny looks. The average person doesn't realize that the Ramblin Wreck 2 runs on regular gas, just like all the other cars. The gas tank's right up here in front, right above the cab, and it's gravity fed down to the engine. If you stick the gas nozzle all the way in, it only puts about 2 gallons of gas in it. So I have to listen and watch about how much gas I'm putting in to make sure that I don't overfill it. Holds about 10 gallons, I normally put in about 7. And she's ready to go. All right, so today is the Friday of homecoming. There's a lot of events that go on all through the week during homecoming, but Friday is particularly exciting for me. Some of my favorite events get started. The Mini 500 is a tricycle race, a miniature tricycle race. It's always quite a sight to see.
Grueling 4-mile tricycle race with grown men.
Right here, duct tape. Duct tape solves everything.
Man, we're just gonna go out and try hard. We got a good pit crew today. Hopefully they'll come through for me, get me in and out real quick, gas it up, get on the road.
Though it may seem a bit strange, the Mini 500 is one of Georgia Tech's longest-standing homecoming traditions, dating back to 1969. The race consists of 7-man teams, 4 racers, and 3 in the pits, completing 15 laps atop tricycles modified to each team's specific needs. To validate this spectacle as an engineering activity, each team must make 3 front wheel changes. The 4-mile odyssey is a battle of contrasting styles. Some start fast, while others keep it slow and steady. Some racers face forward, others backward. Some choose to bend the rules. While this race has plenty of rambling, there's even more wrecks. The competition is intense,
She's dead, Jim.
and defeat can be a tough pill to swallow. But in the end, only one team can be crowned champion of the Mini 500. The Wreck makes its first appearance the next morning at the Georgia Tech Homecoming Parade, where the contraption competition is another must-see event. It's a contest that keeps opposing teams up deep into the night as they look to make final adjustments to their homemade cars.
The way this works is it has to be a vehicle that runs without direct drive. That means you cannot do an engine connected directly to a drive shaft to turn wheels. So it's really a competition to see how well you can design things and how well you build things. Our design this year is a hydraulic system. So this is our contraption. This is a Briggs & Stratton 5 horsepower engine. So this connects to a pulley system underneath. So underneath is a connecting rod, and that powers this is a hydraulic pump. If you follow the tube down, it comes down to the control system. This is a dual control system. These are hydraulic rams. So with this system, you can move the rams in or out, allowing you to extend and control the rams.
For those of you who don't speak engineer, what Andrew and his teammates have done is use the motor of a pressure washer to indirectly power a giant mechanical arm, which will drag their contraption around the designated course. If you can't see how that will happen amidst this pile of rubble, don't worry, they aren't done yet.
Tonight we probably won't sleep. Competition's at 7 in the morning tomorrow, and historically we don't really go to bed the night before. So it should be a lot of fun.
"12 hours, some additional framing, a few seats, and a black and gold paint job later, Andrew and his pals are ready to go. With Brandon and the Wreck looking on, the contraption, though very slowly, makes it across the finish line.
That's amazing! Amazing!
The parade continues with several more car competitions, but as game time rolls around, the focus once again shifts to the star of the show.
You sit there in the car and the adrenaline builds. As I watch the clock roll down, 10 seconds left, I start to rev the engine and ease off the clutch. And it just builds and builds, and then the guy gives me the signal go. And you're coming out of the tunnel, the football players are right behind you, and you've got this banner right in front of you. And driving into the banner is kind of crazy because you can't see what's on the other side. It's almost like driving into a wall, and the paper just rips away, and there you are on the field, and it's a complete adrenaline rush. To drive out onto a football field in front of 55,000 different people on TV, I'd never been so nervous and so excited at the same time in my entire life.
The Ramblin Wreck is on the move. Here come the Yellow Jackets.
I mean, this is the trademark of the school. When people see this one and only car, like they know it's the Ramblin Wreck in Georgia Tech. Every time you come back on the campus, you feel the ownership of the school, you feel the ownership of the car, you still feel part of the university because of this.
It was incredible. Like I said, a once-in-a-lifetime experience, a once-in-a-lifetime memory. Words can't even really describe it. Driving the Wreck has really made my college experience what it is, and it is something that I will undoubtedly remember for the rest of my life.